The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense.
They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. So he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get them going.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Open man is Kent. And right away, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Now Jones. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Smith catches left side. Trying to finish off this opening drive. From the 3, this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Jones. And this is caught by Watkins for a Patriots touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Patriots have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going. A touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They start the drive with Cook. Up to the 20. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 17 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And the Bills at 6 and 4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and that's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. On 3rd down, Jones looking deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Allen off the play fake. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And some room to maneuver. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On 2nd down, Cook. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. On play action, Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll run for it. Cook. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. No dice for Sean McDermott in the offense. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Matt Judon, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
After the sack on 1st down, Allen. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Finding Knox there, complete.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones under pressure, and down he goes.
Ed Oliver that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bills have taken the lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. New England trying to get to place on offense.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Jones now from the gun on third down.
And they get Jones for the third time in this ball game.
Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Allen to throw it. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down.
And he'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And this one is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
So here are the Bills to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Allen's throw is complete, and they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. And Cook has it, left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Third down, here's a run by Cook.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit.
It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup of 38. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, and it's the Raiders who have the lead in the second quarter. Devontae Adams, up close to 100-yard receiving there. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Drake London, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. Tua Tagovailoa, sharp in the victory as his guys get back within a game of 500. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats for New England in that first half. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Here's Cook again.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and the Patriots take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Gregory Rousseau.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Jones on 3rd down, and they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
53 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They run again on 1st down. Cook, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On play action, Allen.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
They'll try the middle with Cook.
Juwan Bentley there to get him down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Pats will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 12-yard line. Throwing Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones over the middle. It's complete. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jones.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 2nd down at 4, Jones.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Eluding the pressure right.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Off play action. Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and the deficit will hold pat at 13.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
From just shy of midfield, Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. That's brought in by Davis over the middle.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Gabriel Davis,
37 yards.
And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England's offense set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Here's Jones. Throwing to start the drive.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins.
And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Back to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Operating from the gun. Jones puts it on the carpet. It's out. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. From the 44, Jones. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Allen now looks to throw. Completes it to Davis.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. But following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Handoff comes to Cook, and he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throwing now is Allen.
On the slant, he's got Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for Buffalo, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.